In this video, I'm going to go over advanced methods of keyframing. And so looking at this, I just have a simple square or rectangle that moves across the screen using position keyframe. And it does so in a way where it just slides, right? It goes at a constant speed. And if we go forward one frame at a time, and to go forward one frame at a time, I want to use page up or page down. Page down increases in time. Shift page down jumps, I think, 5 frames at a time. If you use the arrow keys, it's going to do the same thing as Photoshop, where it's actually going to nudge the object that you have selected. So for example, if I press the left or right arrow key, notice it created a keyframe for me there. This is something to definitely watch out for. Starting out, I made this mistake a lot. I still make this mistake. So page up and down to move forward in time. Or to jump keyframes, K and J. So here it allows me to jump to the next keyframe. Seeing this, it jumps forward and it stops. But let's make this a little bit more dynamic. So the first thing we can do is create an easy ease on these keyframes. And that means it's going to speed up, slow down, and then speed up again. And so looking at this, I can select my keyframes and press F9, or I can right click, keyframe assistant, and easy ease. And if we watch this start, you see how that is much more dynamic compared to this. Let's watch this again. Just has that little bit of extra emphasis here, right? There's some other options you can have inside there. So for example, if I want a hold keyframe where it does one change right when the keyframe hits, so rather than interpolating, it sees the change and it just switches. What I can do is go to this keyframe, or actually I'm going to do Command Z on these. So what I'm going to do is select both of these, right click on the keyframe themselves, and go toggle hold keyframe. And now you'll see that when it sees the next one, it will just be like a switch. So think about it, a hold keyframe is like a light switch where it holds position until it sees a change. But let's go back to easy ease for right now. So keyframe assistant, easy ease, and this is where it's going to slide and stay in position. Now, what you can do is go into the graph editor to actually make this a tiny bit more dynamic. And I'm going to duplicate these a little bit just to make this a little bit easier to see. One at a time. So this is linear. That one is with the easy ease. And now with the graph editor, press U. To go to the graph editor, you click on this graph right here, and it's going to take you to a new workspace. To get out of this workspace, you re-click it. So to go back between the two. And what this allows you to do is when you click on a keyframe setting, so here you can either highlight the ones that you have selected, or you can, and then go to the graph editor. And right now what we're looking at is the position graph. This is showing us a change over time in regards to the X position, X going on horizontal, Y going on verticals. And here, what I want to do is actually be in the speed graph. And to do that, I'm going to zoom in. You want to go to this menu here, choose the graph type, and change edit speed graph. And I could look at this and know that I'm in the value graph because it's showing me a red and a green. And when we look at the speed graph, I'm going to see this sort of parabola. And this is showing me that I have an easy ease. And this is the speed of our object. So you can see that it increases in speed and then decreases in speed. But we can change this. And so I'm going to zoom out again, where I can select, drawing a selection around one of the handles, I can increase the speed this way. So let's see how this looks. And I'm gonna zoom back out, and just focus on this shape for now. So B to move my work area. So it's just highlighting here. All right, so check that out. It waits for a second and then speeds up. Let's look at this graph editor. So you can see how it's slow, 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 increase in speed, and then slow down. Now, if I drag this all the way over, and I'm usually holding down Shift when I adjust these, so that way it stays at the same level. You can see how now it just has like a lot more personality, right? It's shuttling over, it feels like it's closing or slamming a door. And you can change these. So this one will be a little bit softer, much slower. And so it's really about finding the sort of balance that you want here inside these. So let's look. I'm gonna keep this one like that a little bit, and let's go all the way there. Yeah, I think this one will look good. This one has like that idea of hesitation. So I'm gonna get out of the graph editor, and let's look at all three of these again. Linear, easy ease, and with advanced. So you can see how just that little nudge using the graph editor adds so much more personality to your animations. So I encourage you to start out with linear and then move into easy ease and then move into graph editor. And you can kind of block this out, right? Where you block out your animation, then you go back and redo some of the timing. And this will work really well when you have something like, you're increasing the size of an object and you're increasing the scale. So if I just made a simple circle, and I'm going to turn off the visibility here, make a circle here. Let's just do the same thing where I'm holding down Shift to go to the end of a layer, Alt or Option and bracket to shrink it down. And if I do something with the scale, so I'm going to start at 0. Let's start at 0. Jump forward a little bit in time, make this 100, right? And then let's go back down to 75. What I can do here is let's easy ease these by pressing F9. So let's look. So that has like a little bit of bounce to it. But let's go into the graph editor. It's still in the speed graph, it's because it's selected. So what I'm going to do is zoom in, and you can do plus to zoom in here. And you can select each of these. So now I'm going to adjust this, and let's end our time here. So N to end our time. All right, so I just adjusted these a tiny bit. Select here. Actually, let's speed this one up. And just like that, we went from something that was kind of boring to like, now it has a little bit of life. So starting from 0 with scale allows you to make it feel like something is appearing off the bat. So I think this is enough to go on for right now for advanced keyframing. And I hope you use this in your projects and exercises.